Hello everyone. Welcome to the National Japan Bowl. I'm glad to see the return to an in-person competition for the first time in 4 years. First, to the students, I'd like to offer a word of encouragement. You represent the 70,000 high school students around the country who are studying the Japanese language. You have worked hard to make it here. Thank you for your dedication. The ties between Japan and the United States are stronger because of your efforts. Over the next 2 days, I hope you will give it your all. Prior to the COVID-19 pandemic, nearly 9,000 US students per year studied abroad in Japan. Now that academic exchange is again in full swing, I hope that many of you will go on to join them by studying in Japan someday. Further down the road, I hope many of you will participate in the JET program and join the over 35,000 Americans who have worked in Japan to advance English language education and strengthen the ties of friendship between our two countries. To the teachers, I deeply appreciate your efforts. You play a very important role. Thank you for your resolve. I ask you all to continue the work of expanding horizons and encouraging students' interest in Japan. I would also like to thank Japan-America Society of Washington, Japan Foundation, and other partners for all you have done to support these young people. Now, as the competition gets underway, I would like to express my own support on behalf of the Embassy of Japan. 皆さん、頑張ってください。
On behalf of the United States Embassy in Tokyo, congratulations to the competitors in this year's National Japan Bowl. One of the strongest signals of the U.S.-Japan alliance is the academic progress, promise, and possibility of all our children. The National Japan Bowl is proof positive of that basic principle. For 31 years and counting, students from across America have learned more about the Japanese people, Japanese culture, and Japanese language. If you want to change the direction of a young person's life, you have to be part of it. That's why the Japan-America Society of Washington, D.C. has opened the doors of opportunity for generations of students and scholars. When students study the Japanese language today, they are preparing to strengthen and solidify the U.S.-Japan alliance of tomorrow in commerce and culture, in science and sports, and in education and economics. When I became the United States ambassador to Japan, I said what our nations do in partnership over the next 3 years would determine our posture for the next 3 decades. The National Japan Bowl competitors are already helping to forge the future of the U.S.-Japan alliance. Regardless of your individual professional pursuits, your interest in Japan bolsters the bond between our two countries and our two peoples. Today is just your latest achievement. Keep working hard, keep studying hard, and be sure to thank your parents and teachers. You are tomorrow's torchbearers of the U.S.-Japan friendship and alliance. Hopefully we are doing our job so you can stand on our shoulders, see farther into the future, farther into the horizon, and make tomorrow a stronger place. Thank you.
Konnichiwa. ワシントン DC 日米協会による第31回ナショナルジャパンボールへようこそ。Hello and welcome to the 31st National Japan Bowl. I'm Brian Walters with Japan-America Society of Washington, D.C., and I'll be your MC and host for the National Japan Bowl Championship rounds and award ceremony. The Japan-America Society of Washington, D.C. created Japan Bowl 31 years ago. Today, there are regional Japan Bowl competitions across the United States, and some of their winners are with us to compete in the national competition. There are even global Japan Bowls that have appeared in 13 other countries around the world, and an America Bowl in Tokyo too. Speaking of, ohayo gozaimasu to the America Bowl students watching from Japan. We are pleased to say that among the many thousands of Japan Bowl alumni, you will find some of our top emerging leaders of the United States-Japan relationship. Folks, we have in front of us many of our nation's top high school level Japanese language students. These are tomorrow's leaders of the US-Japan relationship. Let's have a round of applause. Now, we are about to witness the first in-person Level 4 championship rounds since 2019, and we are thrilled to be back for an in-person action here in the nation's capital during the National Cherry Blossom Festival. This championship is the culmination of 2 days of intense Japan Bowl competition, during which our students have competed in a quiz bowl-style competition, answering questions ranging from Japanese language to Japanese history, government, economy, culture, business, visual arts, food, and geography. This year's competition features 51 teams from 24 schools and 160 students from 13 different states and territories. Students from California, Connecticut, Guam, Illinois, Kentucky, Mexico, New York, Ohio, Oregon, Texas, Washington, and our neighbors Maryland and Virginia. And we are delighted to welcome back our friends from Liceo Mexicano in Mexico City as well. Levels 2 and 3 of the National Japan Bowl have just finished their championship rounds, and now it is the Level 4 competitors' turn. After the competition, the National Japan Bowl Council will tally the championship round scores to determine the winners of Levels 2 and 3. We will then crown Level 4's national champion of the 31st Annual National Japan Bowl. Our 3 teams are about to go head-to-head in 3 rounds: the team round, the individual round, and the toss-up round. We will unveil the results during the awards dinner, which begins shortly following the end of the Level 4 championship. We are delighted to have a panel of celebrity judges with us who will help us adjudicate the individual round of the championships. Please welcome Minister, Head of Chancery and Public Affairs at the Embassy of Japan, Koichi I. We have NHK Bureau Chief Masaru Takagi. We have Executive Director of the Japan Center for International Exchange USA, Ms. Kazuyo Kato. Instructor at the Nishiura Style Calligraphy School, Ms. Yoshiko Tsuda. And lecturer at University of Maryland College Park Japan Program, Mari Hamada. Minasan, everybody, the time has come to announce your Level 4 finalists for the 31st National Japan Bowl. Please welcome Gretchen Whitney High School from California, featuring Tad Yoon, Vivian Chan, and Chris Chen. We have Cupertino High School from California, featuring Anthony Korotiev, Sandhya Suresh, and Eric Hu. And we have Limbrook High School from California, featuring Sahil Gupta, Maya Swaminathan, and Samantha Fang. All right, now that everyone's pretty much situated, another big round of applause for our finalists here. With that, my final instruction to you is to relax and to have fun. Now let's introduce the moderators for the Level 4 championship rounds, Tracy Mahoney, Sachiko Beeman, and Ken Kurokawa. Level 4の参加者、頑張ってください。では、始まりましょう。
We asked each team to prepare a team shokai to introduce yourselves. let's have you each give your team shokai. Okay, now let's start with Lynbrook High School.
はじめまして、私たちはカリフォルニアのリンブルク高校です。
はい、僕の名前はサーヒルです。趣味はバスケと音楽です。今年、四国を勉強するとき、猫が人より多い島があると学びました。そこへとっても行きたいんです。
私はスマンサと申します。今年四国を勉強するときに香川のその島のゆりからはオリブシムちゃん、シマちゃんというを学びます。
はい、私はマヤと申します。趣味は特撮を見ることです。ジャパンボールを勉強したときに岡山の桃太郎祭りについて学びました。日本一ということわざも学びました。よろしくお願いします。
Cupertino High School, could we have your team shokai?
はじめまして、私たちはカリフォルニア州クパチノ高校4年生です。アンソニー申します。ジャパンボールの勉強するとき、いろいろな昔話が学びます。例えば、カゾ地蔵とカチカチ山です。そして四国の讃岐うどんとみかんについて学びします。日本にいたらぜひ食べたいんです。
サンディアと申します。
A little louder, please.
サンディアと申します。仏教に関係がある、歴史的な名称に、特に興味があります。
エリカと申します。私は特別の知識について習いました。私たちは日本文化についてたくさんのことを勉強してさまざまな思い出が出てきました。3人によれば4文字の知恵というので私は一緒に頑張ります。よろしくお願いします。
Gretchen Whitney High School, could we have your shokai, please?
はじめまして。私たちはセリートスカリフォルニアのフィットニー高校から来ました。私は今高校3年生でビビエンと申します。勉強しながら四国と中国の文化や伝統などをたくさん学びました。
自分たちはよく勉強しましたけど、やっぱりこれはチームのコンペだから3人よれば文字の知恵で、私の名前はタで今年高校2年生です。大体エネルギーについてとても学びました。例えば水素燃料電池はとても斬新な発明だと思います。
私たちはJ ボールに参加する機会に非常に感謝します。私は高校3年生でクリスと申します。他の日本文化に興味ある生徒と一緒に仲良くワクワクして楽しんでいます。よろしくお願いします。
So let's get started with the team questions. This is where you use your whiteboards. So go ahead and get those out. There are 8 team questions, and each question is worth 10 points. Here's a reminder for the rules for this section. When we ask a question, each team should write their answer on the whiteboard. We will ask each question only once. It is okay to confer with your teammates during this round. There is a 30-second time limit for each question, and the clock begins when the moderator has finished reading the question. When we call time, you must show us your whiteboards, even if they are still empty. Remember to answer as completely as possible. You will not receive credit for a partially correct answer, but you will not be penalized for an incorrect answer. Make sure to write your answer clearly and large enough for our judges to read, and not only our judges, but our observers in the back. They would like to see your answer too. Again, please remember that we are looking for full and complete answers. For example, if we ask you, when do the Japanese say itadakimasu? And you reply, at a meal or when they eat, the judges will consider it incomplete and therefore incorrect. They would expect you to say, before you eat. Now everyone try your markers on your whiteboards, make sure they work well, and then go ahead and erase it. Is everyone good? Markers work well? Okay, if you're ready, here we go.
それでは始めましょう。
Question number 1. Listen carefully. The question will be asked in Japanese.
答えは漢字で書いてください。スクリーンの漢字は全部魚の名前です。この他にもたくさんあります。例えば左に魚、そして右に有名の有の字を書くとマグロです。英語だとトゥナですね。マグロは漢字でどう書きますか
？10 seconds. Time.
Show your boards, please.
Lynbrook High School, that is correct. Cupertino High School, that is correct. Gretchen Whitney High School, that is not correct.
Erase your whiteboards. For question number 2. When the Taira clan laid siege to Nara in the 12th century, they destroyed every temple in the city, including Todaiji, home of the great Buddha statue. However, one building and the treasures it protected managed to survive the violence. What was the name of the Imperial treasure repository that survived the siege of Nara? Write your answer in Romaji.
Ten seconds. Time.
Show your boards.
Lynbrook High School, that is not correct. Cupertino High School, that is not correct. Gretchen Whitney High School, that is not correct.
The correct answer, and Cupertino, you were so close. The answer is Shoso-in. Okay, erase your whiteboards. And everyone get ready for question number 3. Just as cherry blossoms are symbolic of spring in Japan, the 4 flowers shown on the screen are associated with their own particular seasons. What season is associated with each flower? Write your answer in English.
Ten seconds. Time.
Show your boards.
Lynbrook High School. Lynbrook High School, that is not correct. Cupertino High School, that is not correct. Gretchen Whitney High School, that is not correct.
So the correct answer, A, wisteria, represents the spring. B, camellia, represents winter. C, chrysanthemum, represents fall. And D, lotus, represents summer. So erase your whiteboards. And question number 5. Japan is a world leader in developing an alternative energy source that the government says is, quote, the key to solving the problems of carbon reduction and energy supply, end quote. In 2020, the world's largest facility for producing this energy source from renewables was completed in Fukushima. What form of alternative energy will be produced at this facility in Fukushima? Write your answer in English.
Ten seconds. Time.
Show your boards, please.
Lynbrook High School, that is correct. Cupertino High School, that is correct. Gretchen Whitney High School, that is correct.
Okay, moving on to question 6. Listen carefully. Kana and Ken are talking about Ohtani Shohei.
エンゼルスの大谷翔平ってかっこいいよね。バッターとしてすごいし、ピッチャーとしても球が速いし、体はがっちりしているけれど、顔はとってもかわいい。
エンゼルスのサイトによると、大谷は身長6フィート4インチ、体重210ポンドだって、アメリカの選手と比べても大きい方だね。
Here is the question. How tall is Ohtani Shohei in centimeters?
Ten seconds. Time.
Show your boards.
Lynbrook High School. That is not correct. Cupertino High School. That is not correct. Gretchen Whitney High School. That is not correct.
So the correct answer, how tall is Ohtani Shohei in centimeters? He's 6'4", that's 76 inches, which equals 193 centimeters. And we would have accepted plus or minus 3 centimeters. And just a personal note, I'd like to agree with the Japanese speaker that Ohtani Shohei te kakkoi ne. Okay, erase your whiteboards. Question number 7. Jack is politely asking his teacher how old her son is. Fill in the blank with an appropriate word to complete the sentence.
Ten seconds. Time.
Show your whiteboards.
Lynbrook High School. That is not correct. Cupertino High School. That is not correct. Gretchen Whitney High School. That is not correct.
So the correct answer would be ikutsu. Ikutsu. So the full sentence would be
息子さんはおいくつですか?
Okay, erase your whiteboards. Moving on to question 8. The Saidaiji Eo Festival is one of Japan's most famous Hadaka Matsuri, or naked festivals. Each year, about 10,000 men scramble to get hold of a wooden stick called a shingi, which brings good fortune. In which prefecture in the Chugoku region does this Hadaka Matsuri take place? Write your answer in Romaji.
Ten seconds. Time.
Show your boards.
Lynbrook High School. That is not correct. Cupertino High School. That is not correct. Gretchen Whitney High School. That is correct.
We have now completed the team questions, so you may put your whiteboards away. The next part is the individual questions. Remember that conferring with your teammates is not permitted. We will pose a challenge to each of you. We have 9 envelopes, 6 of which contain a number and 3 of which contain a mystery kanji-kun. Each team member will select an envelope, Each team member will select an envelope. So do you all have an envelope now? Mm-hmm. Do not open them yet, please. Inside 6 of these envelopes is a number, 1 through 6, which corresponds to a Japanese idiom or expression that we will show on the screen. However, 3 of the envelopes contain a mystery kanji-kun, which does not correspond to an expression. Team members who have pulled an envelope with an idiom or expression inside must use that idiom or expression in a sentence or two and show that you understand its meaning. For example, if it is waku waku, do not say, watashi wa waku waku shite imasu. Say something like,
昨日初めてワシントンに来ました。ホワイトハウスを見て私はワクワクしました。
You will have 60 seconds within which to prepare what you want to say and then to say it. If 30 seconds have passed by and you have not started to speak, we will say 30 seconds. Our special panel of 5 guest judges will use the marubatsu system, an up or down, yes or no vote, to decide whether they, as native Japanese speakers, believe you have used the expression correctly and have communicated effectively in Japanese. The majority vote rules. You will have only one chance to give your answer. The guest judges may not ask you to repeat. So be sure to speak loudly and clearly. Each question is worth 5 points for a possible team total of 10 points. Students, do you understand the instructions? Guest judges, are you ready? All right, open your envelopes. Those who have gotten kanji-kun, sit out this round. Everyone else should have a number. So who has number 1? Okay. Your expression is
聞くは一時の恥、聞かぬは一生の恥。聞くは一時の恥、聞かぬは一生の恥。
聞くは一時の恥、聞かぬは一生の恥というように、質問があったら早く先生に聞いた方がいいです。
Judges? 丸ですね. Congratulations. Who has question number 2? Your expression is?
住めば都、住めば都。
住めば都というように、どこか、大学に行っても、そこに、家と思います。
Judges? I'm sorry, batsu desu. So no points there. Who has question number 3? Your expression is?
一難去ってまた一難。一難去ってまた一難。
大事な試験を失敗しましたし、彼女も振られましたし、やっぱり一難去ってまた一難ですね。
Judges? I'm sorry, I can't see. We have... so Maru wins. So points there. Who has question number 4? Your expression is?
絵に描いた餅、絵に描いた餅。
絵に描いた餅から絵に描いた餅から 勉強しながら Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so scared. Oh no. I'm sorry. I'll try my best.
Have you completed your answer? Yes. Judges, your decision? I'm sorry, it's hard. It's very hard. So, batsu desu ne. Who has number 5? Your expression is?
塵も積もれば山となる。塵も積もれば山となる。
今成績が悪いけどいつも努力して成績が良くなりますはやはり塵も積もれば山となる。
Judges? I'm sorry, I can't see 3 X's and 2 O's. Oh, I'm sorry. Batsu desu. Interesting. Who has number 6? Your expression is?
笑う角には福来たる。笑う角には福来たる。
大事な試験を失敗したのに笑う角には福来たるので、いつも笑っている。
Judges?
That was not
Oh, I'm sorry. 3 batsu. So no points there. And that is the end of the individual questions. Competitors, yoku ganbarimashita ne. And thank you, guest judges. Could I have the next slide, please? Let's move on to the toss-up questions. This is where you use the buzzer. You will not be permitted to confer with your teammates during toss-ups. If you do confer before you answer, you will not be given any credit, even if your answer is correct. Before we begin, let me remind you of the rules. During the toss-up rounds, you will hear each question only once. If you think you know the answer and buzz in, you must answer immediately. Please wait for me to call on you before you give the answer. You might not be the first to buzz in, and you might give away the answer to another team. Answer loudly, clearly, and completely. We will not ask you to repeat your answer. The decision whether to declare your answer correct or incorrect will be based on what a majority of the judges heard you say. Each team only has one chance to answer. If a team member answers incorrectly, no other member of that team may answer. Each question is worth 5 points. If you answer correctly, your team receives 5 points. If you buzz in early and answer incorrectly, you will be penalized 5 points. If you wait for the entire question but answer incorrectly, you will not be penalized. There will be 1 bonus question in this round, and we will notify you when a question has a bonus attached. If your team member answers the first question correctly, the team will have a chance to confer and answer the bonus within 30 seconds. If the team is incorrect, no other team may answer the question. Finally, be sure to wait for me to call on you because I can see who rang in first. Also, be sure to say your answer loudly and clearly. We will not ask you to repeat your answer. The decision whether to declare your answer correct or incorrect will be based on what the majority of judges heard you say. So now let's test our buzzers to make make sure they're all working. Let's start with the left. It's very technologically sophisticated. Okay, let's go back to the beginning. There we go. Mm-hmm. Nice rhythm. Okay, we will now begin the toss-up questions. Buzzers in hand. There are 15 toss-ups and 1 bonus question. Okay. I've just been told there is not a bonus question for this level. So there are 15 toss-ups. Each one is worth 5 points. Are there any questions?
それでは始めましょう。
Question number 1. Answer in Japanese. This question, excuse me. This question was submitted by a Japan Bowl alumnus. Kagawa Prefecture is known for a... Wait a minute. Cupertino.
Sanuki udon.
Cupertino High School, that is correct.
I had a lot more to read here. Very nice. Congratulations. Question number 2. Answer in English or Japanese. Yu Miri is a popular novelist, playwright, and essayist who has won the Akutagawa Prize for her work. She also received favorable attention for her work in the areas affected by the 2011 earthquake. What 2014 novel earned her an international reputation as well? Oh, we do have a buzz-in. Lynbrook?
花は咲く。
Lynbrook High School, that is not correct.
For the remaining 2 teams, since no one buzzed in, I can repeat the question. So I'll do that. Answer in either English or Japanese. Yu Miri is a popular novelist, playwright, and essayist who has won the Akutagawa Prize for her work. She also received favorable attention for her work in the areas affected by the 2011 earthquake. What 2014 novel earned her an international reputation as well? Anyone from Cupertino or Gretchen Whitney going to buzz in? Gretchen Whitney.
いろいろ Gretchen Whitney, that is not correct.
Cupertino, there's no penalty for buzzing in. Go ahead.
An empty street.
Cupertino High School, that is not correct.
Very creative, but the correct answer is Tokyo Ueno Station. Question number 3. Listen carefully. Kana is asking Ken for help finding her cell phone.
どうしよう。携帯どこかに忘れてきたみたい。明日ミキと会うんだけど、場所を LINE するって言ってたのにできない。
携帯探すの手伝うよ。
お願い、一緒に探して。でもまずミキに電話したいから、ケンの携帯貸してくれない？
ミキの電話番号わかるの？
ああ、わからない。 電話番号も携帯の中だからダメだ。どうしよ
へへへ、僕、ミキの電話番号わかるよ。
マジ？助かった。でもさ、なんでミキの電話番号わかるの？
え？
Here is the question. Answer in English. What will Kana do first? Yes, Lynbrook.
Kana will use Ken's phone to contact Miki.
Lynbrook High School, that is correct.
Very nice. Question number 4. Buzzers at the ready. Answer in Japanese. 3 unrelated sentences will appear on the screen one by one. Please read the first sentence out loud when you do answer. All 3 sentences are missing the same element. What is the missing element? Cupertino.
田中さんとテニスをしました。
Cupertino High School, that is correct.
Very nice. So 5 points there. Question number 5. Listen carefully. The organizers of the manga club are deciding on the next meeting date.
来週のミーティングも3時からなんだけど、何曜日がいいかな？佐藤さんは月曜日と火曜日がダメで、渡辺さんは水曜日と金曜日は来られないんだって。清水さんは木曜日と金曜日しか来られないらしい。私は何曜日でも大丈夫。エリクさんの予定は？
僕は水曜日から金曜日までならいつでもいいよ。
Here is the question. Answer in English. What day next week is the meeting most like? Cupertino.
Thursday.
Cupertino, that is correct.
Very nice. Question number 6. Listen carefully. Kana and Ken are talking about reito gurume, or gourmet frozen food, which became incredibly popular during the COVID-19 pandemic.
この写真を見て。冷凍のお寿司とデザート。びっくりでしょ？2022年の今年の一皿は冷凍グルメなんだって。
すごく高そうなお寿司とデザート。まさにグルメの食事だね。高級な食べ物の冷凍なんて全く新しいアイディアだね。
そう、全く新しいアイディアというのが選ばれた一つの理由。それから冷凍すればフードロスも少なくなるでしょ。それが選ばれたもう一つの理由。
フードロスって英語だけど、そのまま日本語にしたんだね。
Here's the question. Answer in English. Based on what you heard, what are the 2 reasons? Yes, Lynbrook High School.
Food preservation and being an entirely new idea.
Lynbrook High School, that is not correct.
Now, she buzzed in early, so I can read the question in its entirety if you would like. Okay, listen carefully. Kana and, this is from the beginning. Listen carefully. Kana and Ken are talking about reitō gurume, or gourmet frozen food, which became incredibly popular during the COVID-19 pandemic.
この写真を見て、冷凍のお寿司とデザート、びっくりでしょう。2022年の今年の一皿は冷凍グルメなんだって。
すごく高そうなお寿司とデザート、まさにグルメの食事だね。高級な食べ物の冷凍なんて全く新しいアイディアだね。
そう、全く新しいアイディアというのが選ばれた一つの理由。それから冷凍すればフードロスも少なくなるでしょ。それが選ばれたもう一つの理由。
フードロスって英語だけど、そのまま日本語にしたんだね。
Here is the question for Jess Cupertino and Gretchen Whitney. Answer in English. Based on what you heard, what are the 2 reasons why reitō gurume was selected as Dish of the Year 2022? Gretchen Whitney.
It reduces food loss and also is a new idea.
Gretchen Whitney High School, that is not correct.
Cupertino, there's no penalty for answering. If someone would like to buzz in, go for it.
It's a new idea and it decreases food loss.
Cupertino High School, that is correct.
Okay, everyone, buzzers at the ready. For question number 7. Okay, this is question number 7. Everyone, buzzers at the ready. Answer in English. On your way to a subway station in Japan, you see this sign. What does the sign say?
Up ahead is in construction.
Lynbrook High School, that is correct.
Very nice. Question 8. I misspoke earlier. There is a bonus question. This question has a bonus question attached to it. So if you answered the first one correctly, your team gets a chance to answer. Answer in Japanese. Bamboo shades like this can be rolled up and down for privacy or shade. What are they called? Lynbrook.
Tatami.
Lynbrook High School, that is not correct.
But a nice try.
Yes.
Cupertino or Gretchen Whitney? Is anyone going to? Gretchen Whitney.
Amedo?
Gretchen Whitney High School, that is not correct.
Cupertino, there's no penalty. Would anyone like to buzz in? Give it a try. Sure, go ahead.
竹のスクリーン
Cupertino High School. Good try. That is not correct.
That was an example of Ganbatte spirit. But I'm sorry, none of those were correct. The correct answer is
すだれ
Sudare. So I'm afraid no one gets a chance to answer the bonus question. So we'll move on to question number 9. Answer in Japanese. Lin is talking about her progress studying Japanese. What should you use to complete the Gretchen Whitney.
페라페라.
Gretchen Whitney High School. That is not correct.
They rang in early, so I can repeat the question from the beginning. Answer in Japanese. Lin is talking about her progress studying Japanese. What should you use to complete the sentence? Cupertino.
ように
Cupertino High School. That is correct.
Question number 10. Everyone, buzzers at the ready. Listen carefully. Rika is answering a phone call at work.
はい、ジャパンボール事務局でございます。いつもお世話になっております。はい、田中ですね。少々お待ちくださいませ。
Here is the question. Answer in English. Based on what Rika just said, who is Tanaka? Linwood.
A customer.
Linwood High School. Excuse me, very sorry. Lynbrook High School. That is incorrect. That is not correct.
Gretchen Whitney.
Her boss.
Gretchen Whitney High School. That is correct.
Very nice. Question 11, everyone, buzzers at the ready. Listen carefully. The question will be asked in Japanese.
日本語で答えてください。山形県の北東部に最上町という小さな町があります。最上町のもの漢字は最高の最です。最上町の上の漢字は上で、最後の漢字は町です。最上町の最上がベストという意味の言葉で使われるときはどう読みますか？
Cupertino.
最上
Cupertino High School. That is correct.
Question number 12. Answer in English. In Japan, many sounds are associated with particular seasons. Listen carefully to the following recording and identify the season when you are most likely to hear it. Gretchen Whitney.
Summer.
Gretchen Whitney High School. That is correct.
Very nice. Question number 13. choose the correct answer. Japanese musician Sakamoto Ryuichi passed away just a few weeks ago, but will be remembered worldwide for his music. Among the activities on the screen, which did he not do? Gretchen Whitney.
C.
Gretchen Whitney High School, that is not correct.
Cupertino or Lindbrook, does anyone want to buzz in? Oh, yours is. I see. I'm sorry, couldn't tell because of the glare. Go ahead and answer. I'm sorry,
B. Lindbrook High School, that is not correct.
Go ahead, Cupertino.
D, as in dog.
Cupertino High School, that is correct.
The next question is question number 14. Listen carefully. You hear the following announcement while riding the train in Japan.
お客様にお願いいたします。車内では携帯電話をマナーモードに設定の上、通話はお控えください。ご協力をお願いいたします。
Here is the question. Answer in English. What 2 requests does the announcement make? If no one's going to buzz in, we'll do the whole thing again from the beginning, and you'll get to hear the... Yeah, first I have to say something, and then we'll hear the announcement. Here is the question. No, listen carefully. You hear the following announcement while riding the train in Japan.
お客様にお願いいたします。車内では携帯電話をマナーモードに設定の上、通話はお控えください。ご協力をお願いいたします。
Here is the question. Answer in English. What 2 requests does the announcement make? Anyone want to try it? There's no penalty. Come on. Cupertino, go for it.
Put your phone on silent and steer clear of the doors.
Cupertino High School, that is not correct.
Lindbrook?
Put your phone on silent and please hold on to your luggage carefully.
Lindbrook High School, that is not correct.
But a good try. Good try. Gretchen Whitney.
To put your phone on silent and to comply with the aforementioned requests.
Gretchen Whitney High School, that was not correct.
Oh, shoot.
Darn it.
The correct answer was to put your phones on silent. You got that part right. The other part was refrain from talking on the phone or taking calls while on the train. That was the part that you all missed. Okay, and the last question in the toss-up round. So get your buzzers ready.
お客様にお願いいたします。
There we go. That's the one. Gretchen Whitney.
藤子不二雄。
Gretchen Whitney High School, that is not correct.
Okay, let me read the question. Not again, but for the first time. Answer in Japanese. The first Tezuka Osamu Cultural Prize was awarded in 1997 to not one, but two people, a mangaka duo known as Fujio Fujiko. Lynbrook.
ドラえもん。
Lynbrook High School, that is correct.
That is the end of the National Championship round for Level 4. Congratulations to all the competitors. So that concludes all of the championship rounds for the 31st National Japan Bowl. It has been a pleasure to be your moderator this afternoon. And I believe we're going to start the awards dinner very soon. Level 4 competitors, you may leave the stage. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Yoku ganbarimashita.
All right, here we go. 皆さん、お疲れ様でした。Students, teachers, honored guests, welcome to the 31st National Japan Bowl Awards dinner. Can I have one more round of applause for all of today's competitors? Right now, the National Japan Bowl Council is preparing the results of the 31st National Japan Bowl. And in several minutes, I will be joined on stage by National Japan Bowl Director Elise Smith, who will help me present the results. Before then, I am delighted to say that we will hear from some special guests, including a video greeting from Her Imperial Highness Princess Takamado, White House Asian American and Pacific Islander Senior Liaison Erika Moritsugu, and Minister and Head of Chancery and Minister for Public Affairs at the Embassy of Japan, Koichi Ai. Following the presentation of awards, we will close the night with a Taiko performance from Mark H. Taiko to conclude the 31st National Japan Bowl. In a minute, I will hand off to Japan America Society of Washington, D.C. President Ryan Shaffer. But first, let me leave you with these messages of support from a few special friends in the U.S. and Japan. Enjoy.
Hello, everybody, and greetings from Hanoi, Vietnam. It's my great pleasure to wish all of you the best of luck during this 31st National Japan Bowl. Ganbatte kudasai.
Thank you for studying Japanese. Tokyo de matte masu yo.
Ganbatte to the 31st Japan Bowl participants. Best of luck.
Hi, I'm Dan Tani. I'm a former NASA astronaut and the second Japanese American ever to fly in space. And I wanted to wish everybody who's participating in the 31st annual Japan Bowl good luck and thank you for participating. You know, these types of events, not only are they fun and exciting, but you get to meet other people from around the country that are studying Japanese, and you are also being a very valuable touch point between our two nations to continue the excellent relationship that the Japanese and the Americans have had and will sustain in the future. So thank you so much for your contribution. Ganbatte, and good luck and have fun.
みんな、YouTube で日本語勉強するなら、ゆきさおり、松たか子、ゆきさおりか松たか子の歌を聴いてください。日本語うまいです、この二人。頑張ってね。
皆さん、応援しています。
頑張って31回ジャパンボール大会おめでとうございます。頑張って
皆さん、ニューヨークから応援してます。Let's go, guys! 頑張って!
日本の福島県から皆さんの健闘をお祈りします。私たちも東日本大震災からの復興を進めます。共に頑張りましょう。
ジャパンボールの皆さん、頑張ってください。
Hi everyone. My name's Graham and we're the group from the Japan America Society of Oregon. We want to wish everybody the best of luck during competition at the National Japan Bowl.
オレゴンから応援しています。せーの。皆さん、頑張ってください。頑張って
皆さん、しっかりやってください。頑張って。
Studying Japanese must be very hard, but keep on working. Hope to see you in Japan in the near future. ジャパンボールに出場の皆さん、頑張ってください。応援しています。
Congratulations for hosting your 31st Japan Bowl in Washington, D.C. Well, 2010, I was your celebrity judge. Well, 皆さん、頑張ってください。
Japan Bowl 参加者の皆さん、頑張ってください。
ジャパニーズファーストです。頑張ってください。
第31回ナショナルジャパンボールに参加の皆さん、頑張ってください。
2023年ナショナルジャパンボールに参加の全米からの高校生の皆さん、ぜひ頑張ってください。応援してますよ。
This is Hiroshi Yamakawa from Japanese Space Agency JAXA. Congratulations to the students of the 31st National Japan Bowl and good luck. 頑張ってください。スピーチコンテストナショナルジャパンボールへの参加おめでとうございます。日本から応援しています。頑張ってください。
頑張って
頑張って。
All right. Well, thanks to all the good friends of the National Japan Bowl for the well wishes, and in particular to United States Ambassador to Japan, Rahm Emanuel, and Japanese Ambassador to the United States, Koji Tomita, for your greetings earlier. While the Japan Bowl Council is tallying the results, I wanted to take a moment to thank you all for joining us. I'm Ryan Shaffer, President of Japan America Society of Washington, D.C., and we're proud to be the organization that organizes the National Japan Bowl. So I think that it's important to take a moment to recognize that these friends are important to the National Japan Bowl, but the most important elements, not elephants, are in fact the students and the teachers. You know, every school and every teacher works with precious and constrained resources and must make conscious decisions about whether to sustain their Japanese language program, and much in the same way the students have limited time and limited bandwidth too. I know that we all have our own reasons for studying Japanese. For many of the students in the room, it may be as simple as a desire to be able to understand your favorite anime or manga. But your commitment to Japanese language is critically important exactly because Japanese language capability is critically important to our country and our ability to enjoy a thriving relationship with our country's most important bilateral partner in the world, Japan. Funny enough, I stepped out my door this morning and I quite literally found this book standing on the sidewalk, or sitting on the sidewalk outside. fluent Japanese from anime and manga. So this may exactly describe the path that we're witnessing out here right now. I'll give this to the level 2 winners from the Japan Bowl. Anyway, there are other critical pieces to this exercise that we've all been part of. Our Japan Bowl Council represents literally centuries of collective experience and expertise in the Japanese language, history, culture, and intercultural and linguistic exchange. These individuals donate hundreds of hours of their time every year to producing the Japan Bowl study guide that we distribute freely to Japanese language students in this country and beyond, and to craft this competition on an annual basis. And I'd like to take a moment to recognize the Japan Bowl Council, please. We have other critical partners, some of whom are among us tonight. I'd like to also recognize the Japan Foundation, the Embassy of Japan, Toshiba International Foundation, Sojitz Foundation, and Japan Commerce Association of Washington, D.C.'s foundation, all of whom provide grants to the National Japan Bowl and help to provide support to regional Japan Bowls around the country. As well, we have corporate sponsors, including our gold sponsor, JPT, silver sponsors, Mitsui & Company, NTT, and Mitsubishi Corporation of America, bronze sponsor, Temple University, and community sponsors, including Mitsubishi Heavy Industries, Waseda University, and many more that are proudly displayed in our program. We also have over 50 volunteers serving as competition monitors, moderators, proctors, and other volunteers and contributors. And finally, thank you to some of the faces you've seen flitting around the room madly at times. That is the Japan American Society of Washington, D.C. staff, including Japan Bowl Director Elise Smith, Japan Bowl Assistant Emily Johnson, Saori Kobayashi, Olivia Kent, Mari Fromell, and the colleagues that are back working on the Sakura Matsuri Japanese Street Festival, which will occur tomorrow. To the students, schools, and teachers, I hope the takeaway is, as you look around the room and you see these videos, a testament to how deeply important and valuable your efforts are. I'll note that National Japan Bowl is arguably the most important contribution that the Japan American Society of Washington, D.C. makes in the interest of nourishing U.S.-Japan civil society ties that lie at the heart of our great bilateral relationship. But it's not alone. Tomorrow, I hope you will all join us for the Sakura Matsuri Japanese Street Festival on Pennsylvania Ave in downtown Washington, D.C. And I'm pleased to say that all of the Japan Bowl students will receive tickets to attend tomorrow, and in fact, we'll even feature some of them on stage in a demonstration for the 45,000 people that we can expect to join us at tomorrow's Sakura Matsuri. But throughout the year, whether in person or online, you're invited to join the Society for Japanese Language classes, cooking classes, arts workshops, seminars, networking, and more. Or come to us and let us tell you about the amazing things that our community partners are putting on around Washington, D.C. and the National Capital Region. So let me close by noting two more organizations who have a great stake in this process and upon whom we depend for assistance, guidance, and support: the government of Japan and the United States government. We're extremely grateful, and it's just a huge honor to have with us on stage in a few minutes senior representatives from our government, Erika Moritsugu from the White House, and Minister Koichi Ai from the Embassy of Japan. But before I cede the stage to them, I have the privilege of introducing Honorary Patron of the National Japan Bowl, Her Imperial Highness, Princess Takamado, who has sent you a greeting this year.
皆さん、こんにちは。It is a pleasure to send words of greeting and congratulations to all the students participating in the 31st National Japan Bowl Championship round. Despite the success of the digital Japan Bowl, there is no doubt that gathering together will be an added excitement. I'm delighted to hear that it is being held for the first time at the University of Maryland in College Park, Maryland. I'm sure that the academic atmosphere will be inspiring for the students. During its 31-year history, the National Japan Bowl has played an important role in encouraging American high school students to study Japanese. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank the Japan-America Society of Washington, D.C. for their dedication over the years in organizing this event, and to the many sponsors for their support. This year's topic of technology and the environment is extremely relevant as society searches for a more sustainable future. And I hope that you will all find it interesting. Japanese is a difficult language to learn, and preparing for the Japan Bowl must have been challenging at times. But as you know, the Japan Bowl is not just about learning the language. What makes it so special is that it gives you a hefty taste of the culture, history, geography, and social context, all of which bring the language to life. And whatever the results in the Japan Bowl, you are all to be congratulated on taking this first big step to acquire Japanese language skills, and by doing so, for playing a role in establishing understanding between our different cultures. Many Japan Bowl participants go on to university careers that feature Japanese studies as part of their curriculum, and after graduation, go on to pursue careers that incorporate further contact with Japan. We are all hoping that you will do so too. In the same way that learning English helped me to better understand the world beyond Japan, I am confident that learning Japanese will lead to a greater awareness and knowledge of the world for this year's Japan Bowl participants. Please do remember that human beings and societies have much more in common than they have differences. And it is up to all of us to nurture and cultivate this common ground so that we may create a better society for the future. 学生の皆さん、将来、ぜひ日本とアメリカ両国の架け橋となってください。いつの日か、どこかで皆さんとお会いすることを楽しみにしております。
Next, please welcome to the stage White House Deputy Assistant to the President and Asian American and Pacific Islander Senior Liaison, Erika Moritsugu.
Aloha, y'all. Just to mix things up a little bit on our bilingual conversations. I'm Erika Moritsugu, Deputy Assistant to President Joe Biden, and the White House's Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander Senior Liaison. And it is my honor, a great honor, to join you this year again to share this physical space with you this time. I'd like to first give, as we would say at home in Hawaii, a big mahalo to the Japan-American Society of Washington, D.C., Japan Bowl organizers and volunteers, the Japanese language teachers, and the families and friends of the students. Thank you for all that you are doing to nurture our next generation of leaders in the U.S.-Japan relationship. And let me correct myself. These are current leaders, and they are going to be our future leaders. We've seen their leadership already. To these current and future leaders, our vibrant student participants, otsukare-sama deshita, and omedetou gozaimasu. Congratulations on completing the 31st National Japan Bowl. Japanese is one of the hardest languages in the world, as I've just demonstrated. In addition to the language itself, you've learned Japanese history and culture, and even know how to do math in Japanese. I'm so proud of all of you, and you should be proud of all of your achievements. I'm sure some of you are wondering what I do at the White House. I come to you as one of the highest ranking Asian Americans, the highest ranking Japanese American in this administration so far. You also have a chance yet. I'm also a fifth generation Chinese American and a proud Yonsei, raising a next generation of biracial Gosei here in Washington, D.C. And as Deputy Assistant to President Joe Biden and one of the members of his senior staff, it's my job to ensure that our work recognizes and addresses our community's needs. And I help inform the implementation of this administration's equity agenda and National Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander strategy to ensure that we are seen and heard and valued on a domestic and an international level. Because President Biden, he said it, believes that foreign policy is domestic policy. And we value and need to continue strengthening the people-to-people connections between the US and Japan. And strengthening people-to-people connections is exactly what you are already doing, every single one of you. Your heartfelt joy and dedication towards all things Japan and your long hours, in addition to all of your regular studies, are a reflection of who you are as an individual and who you, as a current and future leader, are in the US-Japan relationship. Regardless of what career path you choose to take, I hope that your love for Japan will continue, and I hope that you will continue to be engaged in cultivating a connection to our country's strongest ally, Japan. Arigatou gozaimasu to the Japan Society of DC for the invitation to celebrate with you today. Omedetou gozaimasu to all the participants. I hope you will fully enjoy this Sakura Matsuri, which will start tomorrow. And I have it on really, really good authority. This is a pro tip. If you want to get food from the Japanese food vendors, it's best to get there early and stand right in line when you get there. Aloha, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. Thank you.
Next, please welcome to the stage Minister and Head of Chancery, as well as Minister for Public Affairs, Koichi Ai.
Minasan, こんばんは。参加者の皆さん、お疲れ様でした。日本大使館を代表して一言ご挨拶申し上げます。And there's always first time for everything, and this is the first time I speak after Erika. It is daunting and it's terrifying, but that's life, so I have to take it. I congratulate all the participating teams of Japan Bowl 2023. You should be very proud of your achievements. I trust you had fun too. A few years ago, I ordered a pizza at a family restaurant in Tokyo. A young waiter brought it to my table and said, "Pizza ni narimasu." I'm sure he meant to say, "Here's your pizza." But what he actually said means, "This will turn into a pizza." Of course, I had to ask him, "Itsu?" When? So this misuse is so widely spread now, especially among the service industry in Japan, that it is probably a lost cause to push back. I just had to be a Don Quixote. My advice to you, have confidence in the formal and structured lessons in Japanese that you are fortunate to receive now from resourceful and dedicated teachers. They will prepare you well for the real jungle out there, where you will encounter aberrations and incorrect usages by native speakers. I am very impressed by the level of talents demonstrated today, so much so that I was not entirely comfortable being a Marubatsu judge. I have no doubt that your Japanese proficiency will eventually surpass that of average native speakers. When that time comes, be kind to them and do not attempt to correct them. Just do not emulate them. I also wish to thank you for your interest in learning Japanese language and culture. It takes a certain commitment to learn Japanese. You have made conscious choice to study it. I am grateful for your making that excellent choice. Being there in the immersive environment in Japan, using the language in practical situation around the clock, would be a great opportunity to test and to enhance your skills. I'm delighted to tell you tonight that the government of Japan is preparing to invite some of you to visit Japan this year as a part of the Kakehashi project. So keep tuned. I vividly remember the moment I finished reading the first book in English 43 years ago. The book was about 250 pages long. It took me 3 days and 3 nights constantly consulting a small English-Japanese dictionary. The instant I finished the last page, I knew I had opened a new door. It was a liberating experience, even an epiphany. Learning a new language, especially one that is far removed in linguistic family tree from your own native tongue, allows you to see the world in another way. It is like installing an additional circuit board in your brain. You gain an alternative means of processing and analyzing information. At the same time, as you learn a foreign language, you also learn something about the society, the history, and the culture behind it. Knowing more about other people also makes you even more aware of your own heritage. All these make your life richer. It is like a journey, and the further you go, the more you appreciate the value of it. You are already on that journey. I hope that you will continue to enjoy learning Japanese language and that you will keep that interest in Japan for many years to come. There are a number of options available to you in the near future. You might choose to study in Japanese university. You could join the JET program and teach English to Japanese students. If you need information, the embassy will always be happy to help you. Once again, congratulations and thank you.
We will now take a brief break while dinner is served, and there will be a beverage buffet for soft drinks. We'll reconvene shortly to present awards and crown the champion of the 31st National Japan Bowl. Now, before we reveal the National Japan Bowl's winning teams, we would like to recognize some important individual achievements at this year's National Japan Bowl. First, let me welcome to the stage our first presenters, former president of the Japan-America Society of Washington, D.C., Ambassador John Mallett, and please also welcome Mr. Hiroshi Suzuki of JPT America.
Thank you very much, Brian. We're very pleased that JPT America is a gold sponsor at this year's competition. JPT America is a name that's known, I think, to many people in this room because it is the leading distributor of teaching materials, textbooks, and other resources that are used for teaching Japanese language and culture all across the United States. They are presenting tonight a special recognition award. And after consultation, we have decided to give it to a very special person. They say that America's Day begins in Guam. And for 20 years, for 20 years, Fumiko Harada, sensei, has brought her team all the way from Guam to Washington, D.C., the only team that has to go through Japan to come to the National Japan Bowl. And I asked her once why she does it, and she said, in effect, it can get very lonely in Guam, and I want my students to have the opportunity to come to Washington and to meet with other American students who are learning the Japanese language. And she has done that. This is her 20th year at the National Japan Bowl, and it is and I believe she is approaching her 30th year as a teacher at St. John's School in Guam. So if I could ask Harada Sensei to come to the stage, please, and ask Mr. Suzuki, the Chief Operating Officer of JTP America, to make the presentation with me over here. Oh, on the outside. Can you represent her? Are you her replacement in Guam? Well, I hope we'll see you in the years to come as well. So please come up here. Would you accept it for her? And we'll see her afterward.
Thank you, Ambassador Mallet, Mr. Suzuki, and congratulations to Harada Sensei. Next, I have the honor of naming the recipients of this year's Conversation Round Awards. These awards are granted by the Conversation Round judges to teams or individuals for an array of skills. When I read the students' or teams' names, I would ask that you stand at your seat and be recognized. We will present the award to you following the program, so you may stay at your tables. However, please do remain standing until I have finished reading through the winners so that we may recognize you collectively. In Level 2, Team Langley High School for excellence working as a team. We have Team Cupertino High School for excellence in language skills. And to Team St. John's School, whom we admired for their very natural and great aizuchi and resilience. Now we do have individuals for Level 3. I'd like to give congrats to Noemi Riccati of Montgomery Blair High School for being very proactive in deepening the conversation with her partner. We also have Leo Tianxie from Stevenson High School for showing genuine interest in his partner. And we have Chloe Samuel Seto representing Townsend Harris High School for their creativity. Lastly, we have some individuals for the Level 4 group. We have Joanne Park of St. John's School for their fluency. We have Maya Swaminathan from Lynbrook High School for expressing empathy. And we have Samantha Shea of Stevenson High School for expressing her thoughts so eloquently. Congratulations to all of our members of the conversation around there. Now, I believe we have come to the moment you have all been waiting for. Do we have the results from the National Japan Bowl Council? I believe we do. Yes, we do. May I invite National Japan Bowl Director Elise Smith to join me on stage.
I'm on this side. All right.
Yes. So we will present awards at each level, starting with Level 2, to the top 5 finishing teams. Finishers 5, 4, 3, and 2, you may remain where you are, and we will greet you after the program at the awards table, where we will award your school a certificate and a trophy. For our first place finishers, we will ask your teacher to lead you up onto the stage to receive your certificate, trophy, and a decoration from the government of Japan. Elise-san, would you please read the Level 2 results?
Of course. Hello, can we hear? Okay, good. All right, in 5th place for Level 2, I have Stevenson School. In fourth place for level 2, I have Gretchen Whitney High School.
You can stand for recognition. You can stand, yeah.
And third place, I have Cupertino High School. Please stand, yes, thank you. In second place, I have Lynbrook High School. And that means in second place, or sorry, in first place at level 2, I would like to welcome to the stage Stuyvesant High School.
And we're also going to have Minister I and Society President Ryan Shaffer come up to present these awards here. All right, another big round of applause to our level 2 winners. Congratulations. All right, we're going to be moving on to the level 3 winners, starting with finishers 5, 4, 3, and 2.
All righty. In fifth place for level 3, we have Stevenson School. Please stand, yes, thank you. In fourth place for level 3, we have Stuyvesant High School. In third place for level 3, we have Townsend Harris High School. In second place for level 3, we have Lynbrook High School. And in first place, I would like to welcome to the stage Cupertino High School for level 3.
Another big round of applause to our level 3 winners. Congratulations. All right. And now for the level 4 winners of the 31st National Japan Bowl. We're going to start with finishers 5, 4, 3, and 2.
All right. Well, in fifth place for level 4, we have Stuyvesant High School. In fourth place for level 4, we have Stevenson School. In third place for level 4, we have Gretchen Whitney High School. In second place for level 4, we have Lynbrook High School. And in first place for level 4, our National Japan Bowl champions, please welcome to the stage Cupertino High School.
Another big round of applause for our Japan Bowl champions. Congratulations. Now, may I have Mark H. Taiko to the stage to close the 31st National Japan Bowl, please. And once again, a big round of applause to our National Japan Bowl champions over there. Congratulations. Now, while we have our Taiko group set up, from the Japan America Society of Washington, D.C. and the National Japan Bowl Council, we want to say thanks again to our viewers, to our speakers, to our celebrity judges, and to our event supporters, and most of all, to you, the students and your teachers. 上位入賞を果たした皆さん、おめでとうございました。I believe the Mark H. Taiko group is almost about ready. And with that, I'll say my name was Brian Walters. I was your MC this evening. Thank you so much for having me, and I hope to see you guys again next year. And here are the Mark H. Taiko group.
great to have a live event for this kind of thing. So everyone coming from all over the place. And we just did a song called Take 15, which is a play on the Dave Brubeck Take 5. In this case, 15 minutes, because Taiko takes a lot out of you, so we need to take 15. The next and final piece we're going to play is by Yoshi Mamoto, one of my teachers from Japan, and this is Yui. Yui is kind of the sort of interweaving of threads and sort of that exchange that happens as we play Taiko. This is definitely contemporary Taiko, so if you want to get up and dance, sir, feel free.